10 new clone fragrances you may have missed in less than 10 minutes. All right, we're going to get into this list of clones that have been coming out, many in just the last few months, as far as, you know, when have they become really mainstream or on the radar out west. I've only noticed pretty much all of these in the last few months. And so these are going to be new to many of you, I hope. I hope you can find something here that you will like. And speaking of like, go ahead and give the like button a click if you get something out of the video. Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't. I've got videos coming out like this every couple of days. All right, first up, we're going to go with this one right here. This is one that Ash from Gent Scent turned me on to. I'm actually wearing it today. It smells amazing. This is Rassi. It's Essential for Men, and it is a clone of L'Homme Ultime. It's sort of a, of course, ginger fragrance, as the L'Homme fragrances are, but it's also got a good bit of spiciness. It's sort of a warmer, spicy kind of fragrance. It's got a good bit of geranium in it. It's got some other like juniper and other aromatic notes mixing with some warm, spicy fragrances, like even a little bit of a cinnamon. So again, it is a aromatic fragrance, but also a warm, spicy fragrance. It's Rassi, it's Essential, and very close to L'Homme Ultime. This one right here is incredible. This is Ramon Blazar Bravano Imperial. And what is this one a clone or a dupe of? It's kind of a twist on Cedrat Boisé. It's got that sugary, sweet, citrus burst, that fruity burst in the opening, but there's also something in it that reminds me of a splash of Creed Invictus, or maybe even a splash of Nishane Hasavat. It's like 85% Cedrat Boisé, all of those unique characteristics as distinguished from either Invictus or Hasavat, with a little splash of one of those. So super good stuff, very thick, rich, dense. This is an extrait de parfum from what I understand. And so again, this one is Bravano Imperial. All right, here we go. This next one is one that you've seen. This one came out 6 to 9 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. This is from Fomo, a Fragheads Asylum. And as you know, this is Fomo's take on Elysium by Raja Perfumes. It is citrus and blackcurrant in the opening with a very grassy vetiver, super fresh, perfect for summer. You can pretty much wear it all day, all year round like a blue fragrance, a Fragheads Asylum. All right, next up, this one's very cool. This is also a blue fragrance. It's a dupe of a Prada fragrance, Prada Luna Rossa Ocean. This is Fragrance World's Pride Red Moon Marine. And the thing that distinguishes this one from other blue fragrances like the original is there's an iris note. It's a deep, rich, aquatic, something like Bleu de Chanel, but then it's got this iris note that just makes it a little more interesting. I love iris in many different forms. It can smell so different in so many different fragrances. And again, this one is Pride Red Moon Marine. All right, this next one, it took forever for a good, affordable dupe of Parfums de Marly Greenly to come out, and here it is, Ather Exrate, again by Fragrance World, but it's their high-end F.A. Paris brand, and this is super close to Greenly. It's maybe a little bit more woody than Greenly. The woodiness becomes a little more prominent in this as it starts to dry down, but that wonderful sweet green apple that Greenly is known for, it, especially now that this bottle has sat on the shelf for a few weeks, it's really starting to come out, that green apple goodness. Again, this is Ather Exrate by F.A. Paris. All right, this is one that's very interesting. Xerjoff Torino 21 is known as this very kind of realistic mint leaf fragrance with citrus. And this is actually Zoha Aroma, a wonderful kind of indie clone house brand with very high quality oils, very high quality fragrances. This is Mystic Mint and Citrus from Zoha Aroma. And this stuff is so very good, very realistic mint, wonderful fresh citrus, like you've got orange and bergamot and lemon kind of squeezed in the air. Really good stuff, mystic, mint, and citrus. All right, this next one, let's see, let's go with this one. This is a new take on Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Not too dissimilar from Armaf's Club de Nuit Sillage, but this one right here, Exciting Absolute, is like Silver Mountain Water, but it's more dense, it's more heavy. I don't know how to say it other than that. It's maybe a touch more sweet and just a very kind of dense fragrance. So still gives you that wonderful white floral, you know, somewhat inky tea vibe, even with a touch of what always reminds me of incense, but it's just a more dense, weighty take on that DNA. Exciting Absolute. All right, next up, let's go with this one right here. This is from Generic Perfumes, a Middle Eastern brand that you guys have been telling me about for over a year, but this is their take on Nishane Ani X, and this is so very good. Generic Perfumes, Ani X, and this is their A++ version. And it is this gorgeous, you know, gourmand vanilla with some spicy ginger. But the X version of Ani has a good bit of fresh citrus added in the opening, and it actually flavors the rest of the fragrance. So it's Ani or Annie with an extra freshness and citrus throughout the fragrance. It's so gorgeous. I've been wearing something that smells like Ani through the summer, and it's because of this one right here, Ani X A++ from Generic Perfumes. All right, just two more. First, I'll mention this one. This is a sub-brand of Dumont, I think. It's called Soprano, and the fragrance is Pure. And this one is basically their take on 1 Million Lucky. And so you've got that wonderful, I think it's grapefruit and plum in the opening, and then you've got a little bit of a hazelnut nuttiness that comes in. But then you've got in the base an ozonic note, kind of like a violet leaf accord that comes through. So you've got this interesting blend of sort of ozonic freshness and some significant sweetness. And so again, this one is Soprano Soul, and it's a very good take on 1 Million Lucky. It's more dense and more rich than the actual 1 Million Lucky, and I would say it's also slightly less ozonic. Some people don't love violet leaf, and this one probably has half of that violet accord. So if you like 1 Million Lucky, this is a great option right here. And finally, number 10. This is from Barou. They kind of became well known with their Perlador fragrance, which was their take on Parfums de Marly Carlisle. Well, this one is Barou Spiritist, and it is a gorgeous beast mode Creed Invictus alternative. To me, it's got, instead of the smokiness of Invictus, it's got the patchouli earthiness from Nishane Hasavat. To me, it's a gorgeous blend of like 80% Creed Invictus and then 20% Nishane Hasavat. Again, Barou Spiritist, this stuff lasts forever. And so that's been 10 clone fragrances you may have missed. Let me know a couple you think we could have missed down in the chat, the comments. I'm Justin, this is Sillage Scents. Consider giving the video a like, and also remember to subscribe.